Happy second day of fall, Coyotes.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
That's Christmas.
What?
That's Christmas.
Oh. Anyways, I'm Max Durfee, and I'm joined with
Prashad Krishna
And Janelle Estrella.
On today's episode, we will be discussing the fall menu at Starbucks, followed by announcements with Madison and an announcement from Mr. Ferry.
So stay tuned because Good Morning Castaic starts right now.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated.
I'm Broden Weeks, the executive producer.
And I'm Connor Whitlatch, the show producer for Good Morning Castaic, and welcome to STN, the annual video production convention where students like us are given the opportunity to enhance our film and broadcasting skills.
For the last 3 years, Good Morning Castaic has had the opportunity to attend STN in Long Beach, but this year it's in Tampa, Florida.
And unfortunately, with it being 2,500 miles away, that means it's a lot more expensive.
Because of that, GMC students are not able to cover the costs.
And that's where you come in.
We're asking for your support and donations through our Snap Race fundraiser.
Visit the link in our bio or scan the QR code to go to our page.
Thank you so much for your generosity to get us to
STN Central Bay 2025.
Welcome back, and in honor of the fall season coming up, our topic of the week is the Starbucks fall menu. So what do you guys think about it?
Well, I've only had a few of the seasonal drinks, but I'd say that they were all pretty good.
I don't really get Starbucks that often, so I haven't had anything off the fall menu yet, but what about you, Janelle?
Okay, you guys are missing out on the pumpkin spice latte. I got one for free, and it tastes like sugary milk, but it's really good. Anyways, let's see what you guys had to say on campus.
One of my favorite things about fall is definitely the seasonal treats. So today we're going to be asking you Coyotes what your favorite fall drinks are. What's your favorite item on the Starbucks fall menu?
Oh, the pumpkin spice latte.
Okay. What's your favorite?
The iced chai pumpkin. Yeah, the pumpkin spice chai.
What's your favorite, Scarlett?
The pumpkin chai.
It's the pumpkin spice chai latte, extra foam.
Me too. Extra foam?
Yeah, extra foam.
The iced pumpkin spice latte.
Okay. Have you tried any of those drinks?
No, I'm not.
Okay. What's your favorite normal Starbucks drink?
A mango dragon fruit.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Pumpkin chai with oat milk, though.
I would say the cream pumpkin chai.
Me too. That's a popular one. It's easy. It's easy. What's your favorite item on the Starbucks fall menu?
butter croissant.
The one with like the powder on top. I don't know what it is.
The pumpkin cream chai?
Yeah.
Okay. Here, wait, can we ask you a question? Have you tried the Starbucks fall menu yet? Oh. What's your favorite one?
The pumpkin cream chai.
Pumpkin spice frappuccino.
Me personally, I love the pumpkin cream chai. I get it every time I'm there. It was so nice to see what you Coyotes had to say. Now let's hand it back to the hosts.
Thank you, Coyotes, for your responses. Why don't we send it back over to Madison with this week's announcements? Madison?
Thanks, Rashad. Good morning, Coyotes. I'm Madison, here to bring you your announcements for this week. Starting off with college news, COC is hosting a free financial aid presentation on September 24th. Next, CSU is hosting 5 different college nights at different locations this fall. They're all free and available to any high school students or their families. There will also be a representative from Mount St. Mary's Women's College on campus on Monday, October 14th during period 2, from 9 to 9:40 a.m. to speak to interested students who have a competitive GPA and are A through G compliant. Next, as far as upcoming events, the PSAT at Castaic is scheduled for October 16th and costs $25. This is available to any freshmen, sophomores, or juniors interested. Finally, come and support the Daily Howl and their senior edition by coming to Handel's Ice Cream in Stevenson's Ranch. Tell them you're there to support Castaic High Journalism from 12 to 10 p.m., and a portion of your purchase will help the program. Well, that's all the announcements I have for you this week. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Madison, for those announcements. Up next, we have a very important message from Mr. Ferry.
Hello, Coyotes. Today we will talk about school safety, specifically lockdown drills. Before we get into why we do lockdown drills, I want to take a moment to remind you of our student care text and tip line. Castaic tip at heartdistrict.org and text at 661-213-9399. There is a poster on your classroom wall for you to reference. The best way to keep ourselves safe is to be proactive. The student care text is there to keep us safe and provide help and support to those in need. For example, you may see a change in a friend's behavior that you find concerning. You may notice a classmate becoming more isolated, or you may hear or see something that makes you just feel uneasy. These are all good reasons to use the student care line. Now let's talk about lockdown drills. First, you must understand we will never do a surprise lockdown drill. So it's very important that if you hear over the school's loudspeaker to lock down, please do exactly that. We have school lockdowns for a variety of reasons. It could be a chemical spill on the freeway, a wild animal on campus, but most commonly we do them to keep you safe from a possible physical threat on campus. Now let's take a moment to think about what might happen during a lockdown. First, you're going to hear over the loudspeaker, this is a lockdown. When you hear this, and as soon as it is safe to do so, please secure yourself inside the building. You and your teacher should make sure your doors are locked, blinds are closed, and the lights are off. Next, everyone in your classroom should hide quietly, inside and away from windows. It is best if you are sitting on the floor. During this time, make sure your cell phone is placed in silent mode. Remember, you are hiding and it's important to stay quiet. While you're hiding inside a room or building, start to look around the room to see what you could use to secure the room better or to better barricade yourself within the room. It is also important to identify things you could use to defend yourself against an intruder. Think about what you might do if an intruder were able to force their way into the room in which you are hiding. What would you do? What could you use to defend or protect yourself? You would most likely at this point be moving from a hiding to a fighting mentality. Now, I want you to think about this. What if you hear someone knock on the door yelling, "Let me in," or "This is the police, open the door"? What would you do? First responders will have keys to all of our rooms, so there is no reason to open the door for them. Keep the door locked to keep everyone inside safe. In an actual emergency, law enforcement will have a clear plan on how to exit you guys from the classroom. As I stated earlier, first responders will have keys to the school to open all doors when it is safe to do so. When exiting the room, you must stay calm with your hands visible and up in the air. Law enforcement officers need to know that you are not the intruder. First responders will escort you to a safe location. Never leave or exit on your own. Law enforcement will get you when it is safe to do so. Now, what if a lockdown happens when you're outside? If you're outside and you hear a lockdown call, you need to use your best judgment. Try your best to secure yourself in the nearest building, classroom, or office and lock the door. Maybe you will not have time to get into a building, and your best option will be to run away from the danger as far as you can. At this point, you must try your best to stay calm so you can think clearly to choose the best option to keep yourself safe. In a real emergency, you will not get in trouble for running to a safe place, even if that means climbing over a fence or going through the gates to run off campus into the local neighborhoods. Our best defense against possible intruders is to be aware of our surroundings. If you hear someone talking about things that make you nervous, talk to an adult immediately. Trust your gut. Get in the practice of paying attention to your immediate surroundings. The safety procedures we talked about today do not only apply to school. They apply to a number of settings, such as the mall, movie theater, library, grocery store, anywhere and everywhere. We need to work hard at being alert and aware of our surroundings and the people around us as well, their safety. The more alert we are, the safer we will be. I want to thank you guys for taking time today to pay attention to this very important message. We love you, Coyotes, and we want you to be safe.
Well, that's all we have on this week's show. I hope the fall season invites you to get in the spirit for the final stretch of the year.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Good Morning Castaic.
See you all next week.
Bye.